What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Straight Up Sips. We're back. It's been a while.
Like a couple weeks.
Are these working?
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah.
We'll see.
So.
It's good to be back. I'm really excited about this one. I think I say that every time. But we have a this or that today, and it's two pretty heavy hitters. So these I feel like are the perfect thing for this or that.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a really good comparison. We're going to blind these two, and so we don't really have anybody to pour these for us. So we're going to have to blind them in a way where I'm going to step away, she's going to pour mine, and then she's going to step away and I'm going to pour hers. But let's talk about what these two are, and they are the Willett 8-year weeded bourbon purple top. So that's coming in at 108 proof. So that's a good bottle. And then the Weller Antique 107 weeded bourbon coming in at 107 proof. These are both weeded bourbons coming in at 107 and 108 proof. The color looks the same. I mean, how much more even could this get? I really don't know.
And
I think that's perfect.
We haven't had these before.
We've never had.
I don't know about you.
I've never had these. Neither of us have had either of these two. So this will be our first time trying it too. Let's go ahead and get into it. Let's pour these up and we'll be right back. All right, I'm gonna pour hers up. She went off into the hallway over there. So I'm gonna show you guys that in there. I'll throw these up on the screen too.
I'm gonna do this one in this glass here. How much did he pour? Okay. I'm known to have a heavy pour, so we'll see. This one. Hope that's even.
So let's just go from our right to
We
the
may
left.
not have the same one, so if we're seeing different stuff, then I don't know.
I'll put this up on the screen. You'll see what I'm drinking here and then what she's drinking over here.
That'll help.
Glass A. Glass A. Okay. So A, first off, we did post that we are coming back from COVID. So
I still have the lingering cough and everything, and I lost my taste for a little bit. So I don't know how good I'm gonna be at this, but just disclaimer.
It'll be good.
We haven't really had a lot to drink in a while, so this just might be a disaster. That's okay.
Thanks. No, yeah, she's absolutely right. This is kind of something. This is our first sip in a while.
This has almost a fruity, but then I also get vanilla caramel, so it's
I'm really struggling on this one. I get almost like an oakiness. I feel like there's almost a oddly enough, there's a dryness in my nose. Almost like a toothpick kind of smell. Like I just chopped a bunch of dry wood.
Now I'm smelling oak. See, now I'm gonna get messed up because I'm
yeah,
it's okay.
I'm getting maybe some apple, but I'm getting getting cinnamon oaky. That is different. That's really different to me.
So I need to take a few sips to really get what I'm tasting here.
There's cinnamon. I'm 90% sure that's what I'm getting. Maybe a baking spice.
Okay.
Man,
this one's
pretty
good. It almost has a sweet oaky taste to this one.
On my glass, I feel like I'm getting maybe a little bit of fruit, but it's not bright fruit. It's more of a baking spice kind of cinnamon, maybe a little bit of sweetness, some sugariness in there, but it's different.
I'm getting a sweet kind of note in mine too.
But there's definitely something different in there, but it's not like a rye spice or anything like that. It's a weird. I have no idea how to even.
I like this one.
I like this one too. Something's off to me about this one though.
It's not the greatest thing I've ever had. It's not the worst thing. It's good.
That's pretty good. That's really good.
I feel bad I didn't say much of what I'm getting off this, but it's just.
I honestly, at tasting that, this is the first pour of the day too. So tasting
this. I get the wheat note in it for sure.
Tasting this.
At the end.
I am very confused by it. It has really thrown me for a loop. I'm trying to come up with a basic idea. I'm getting some oak. I'm getting some little bit of like almost like a weird baking spice, kind of like cinnamony, sugary something. I get some vanilla in there, and I get a tad bit of caramel, but it's got a weird note in there, and that's all I can attribute it to. I'm probably totally off too.
Same.
So I'm probably gonna get absolutely flamed in the comments section on this, but that is wild. Anyways, okay, so we got some water. We have it over there in the back here, but you said you got something a little after. What were you saying you got?
What, fruit?
Yeah.
I know. I get that with everything. I feel like. No, it's
what
like.
Kind of fruit though?
It's almost like an apple. I swear, like after a lot of things I drink,
too.
I get like an apple taste after. It's the weirdest thing ever.
I get apple on this one.
Okay,
I can see that. So
No,
it
I don't even know what to
to
say.
me it tasted like an oaky apple baked kind of deal.
See,
like you put an apple in an
same,
oven.
but I'm not getting cinnamon, so I don't even know.
I'm probably
that's
off
like-
on the
I don't know.
cinnamon, but
I don't know if
it's
say
so
one, it's
weird. I don't
messing
know
me up.
I don't know what the note is, but to me it's like you throw an apple in an oven
Sorry,
with
moving on.
some wood.
Yeah.
But
See, I honestly.
okay, well let's move on. Glass B.
This smells like nail polish remover.
See, this to me
So give me a second.
smells pretty good. It smells kind of honey-esque.
Okay, same. I think we have the same one. Because now that you said honey, now I'm smelling it. Or you're just getting into my head. So this is why I'm not good at this stuff.
I could be doing
But
that.
I can see that. I can see honey.
I'm getting
It's like all I
not
get
as much
now.
oak. I get more oak on this one. This one I don't get as much oak.
Oh wow, smell that one now.
Oh.
It smells
back?
completely different.
Ooh. Yeah. Okay. Nose, I think this one's winning. It's light. Very light. Floral.
Yeah, this tastes completely different. I'm not gonna lie.
Really soft. It's got a lot of fruit sweetness in there. This one
It's bright.
Almost
it tastes
has-
brighter.
I don't want to say cherry, but maybe it is. It's some kind of like
I feel like
syrupy.
I just ate like a teaspoon of sugar.
I feel like I'm getting more of some. It's almost like a syrupy, honey glazed bright fruit. Maybe like some bright berries. Maybe some apple thrown in there. And I think the honey that I'm getting kind of is more of like just an overall sweetness. But that's what I'm getting on this one.
Yeah.
I like this one too. Both of these are really good though. I will say
They're more different than I thought they would be.
they are a lot more different than I thought they'd be. And honestly, we've never had either of these before.
So maybe it's not a good comparison.
I've obviously heard,
Yeah.
of what people like base notes and stuff, but I honestly haven't. I don't really know anything about either of these.
I'm gonna go back to this one because I don't know what I'm gonna pick.
But Glass B has got it going on for me with that fruit sweetness.
Yeah, you know what? I think I'm probably because I just went back to this one.
I'm gonna go back.
It's very oaky for me, and I'm not the biggest oak fan. And now that I just tried it after this one, I got like hit in the face with that. What?
You're not the biggest oak fan,
Not really.
but you like Knob Creek 18 over Knob Creek
It tastes
12.
different to me.
That thing's like licking a freaking toothpick
I could
to me.
also be way off with my taste, but I feel like it's back. So I'm not gonna blame that.
I feel like it's pretty sensitive for me right now.
I'm definitely getting like strong like flavors, but it's hard for me to describe them. This one, when I went back to it, was very oaky.
Okay.
Again.
I'm taking back the cinnamon for some reason. I got that off at the jump, but it's more caramel. This one's darker for sure.
I think I'm liking this better.
You know
Let me
what?
try again. This one, yeah.
Yeah, there's just an off note in that one. It's not a bad note. It's just darker. It's got a little bit more oaky. I don't want to say tannic. Is that a word? I'm thinking of like how you drink water, and it's kind of got like that weird like weird
tonic water.
I have no idea, but I just know that it's got
Tanic's a
some kind of like thing going on.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
kind of putting it off to me. But
I have my answer.
I think I have my answer too.
Okay.
I am gonna say Glass B wins this for me.
Same.
So, and I would not be shocked if we had the same one based off of what we're saying.
Well, we'll point to it on 3. This is the purple top, and this is the antique 107.
Okay, so we'll start with Glass A. So we'll reveal it to ourselves. So go ahead and let's point to the sample, and Glass A is that one. Yeah, okay. I bet you're like, woo!
Well, do you know why I put this one in Glass B?
Because it was the same
Because
order?
it says 107, and this says 107 on it, so it just was going to be easier for me to remember.
I wanted you to kind of have that. I wanted you to kind of have that thought process of like, did you switch it or did you keep it in the same order? I thought keeping it in the same order.
I looked at this and I was like, oh, it says 107. I'm gonna put the 107 in it, so I can remember it.
I just put it the way it was.
Well,
but
now we don't sound crazy. But yeah.
But no, this one's
just really good.
I take back the cinnamon. Cinnamon was stupid, but honestly,
it was old.
Oh, it is older.
I know, but when I say old, I mean like this reminds me of like a 5th grade field trip when you visited like the old historic like buildings. When you visited the old historic buildings, you know, you went in there, they're just like with these wood buildings with dust everywhere. Like that's what this smells like. It's like a dusty building, but specifically an old one where it's like that old wood smell. An old wood smell. Not a new wood, an old wood smell.
No, there's
it's good, don't get me wrong, but that's what that smells like.
There's an earthiness to it. That's what it is.
I think that's what I mean. Like just like the wood sitting there rotting. Sorry. The wood is sitting there rotting in the building and like collecting like mildew and crap. That's what that smells like. I'm not saying it's bad. It tastes good. That's just what the smell I'm getting.
So if you guys can wrap that around your head.
Or we might cut it out.
That's what it smells like. But see, to me, I just get an earthy note. And I think that was where I was going with the baking spices for some reason. Because it had a note in there that kind of reminded me of the Driftless Glen for a second. Okay. But no longer. I'm going earthy, some caramel, dark. Yeah. Much darker. This one is much more bright fruit, floral, everything. And it is really...
Which I like more, so I'm surprised you don't like that one more. Because like,
it's not the kind of like... dark richness that I like a Russell's. It's not like that. It doesn't have that kind of like dark caramel kind of thing going on for it.
Should we rate them? Or rate our favorite?
We'll just rate them both. Why not? Okay. We'll throw a rating in there, and if I don't like it, I'll cut it out. Whatever. I'll rate this Willett 8-year. Now, I don't know if this is batch dependent. I don't know what batch this is. I don't know if there is a thing to it, but I'm gonna give this one, give it a 6.5.
I was between that or 6.5 or 7, but
I just know what these go for, and they're pretty pricey. I'm spitballing here. I say I know what these go for, but I know it's over $100.
Do I dare say it's overhyped?
I think people are saying that now, but what I will say is that to me, I don't think I'd buy it.
This isn't my type of palette really, so.
I wouldn't buy it, and that's kind of my opinion on that. But this 107 though, let me give it one more taste. It's got that. I'm telling you, it's like
I'm gonna give it like an 8.5. I really like it. I think it's easy to sip. It's got got like a light sugary taste. Like it's good. I like it.
I'll give it a 7.5 or an 8. To me, it's good. It's just not, I'd say it's a good sipper. It's a good everyday sipper. I think that'd be fantastic, but you can't find it, and it's expensive. So to me, that's what a lot of people will find it for like over $100. Yeah. And that to me, it's not worth that. I wouldn't say. Maybe it's actually pretty good. So I would say 7.5 for me is when I'm going to rate it. I think it's a really good sipper. Said 8.5.
8.5 range.
I'm 7.5. You can maybe convince me to get to an 8, but it's good, very solid. There you have it. So be sure to please like and subscribe. And like we said, we're really glad to be back.
Yeah.
We're going to be hitting this week hard, hopefully this coming week. I think this video is probably going to be posted this weekend. So hope you guys enjoy. And remember,
Thanks for sticking around.
Yeah, thanks for sticking around. Oh yeah, we also hit 600.
Yeah, we did.
We hit 600. So
yeah, thank you.
But yeah,
That's awesome.
so that's awesome. While we were gone, that's crazy. But we're back. We're looking forward to it. And remember, straight up sip it, and we'll catch you in the next one.